Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my sort of 4-week review of the Jeffree Star Skin. I do have a first impressions video up on my channel where I try out the products, I sort of list all the ingredients and things like that, try them on, see how they feel on my face, and then I decided to do a 4-week review to see how they've sort of worked for me within those 4 weeks, because I do have quite problematic skin, so I did want to see what the brand would do for me, because I mean I haven't found a skincare product that really work for me. I mean there are key products that I do use that I do love, but I haven't really found something that really helps with my blackheads and with my breakouts and things like that. So I just wanted to see what Jeffree Star Skin would do for me. So yeah, I do have that video off my channel if you did want to check that out before coming back and watching this one, because you can sort of see my skin before as well. But I will post a little sort of snippet of my bare skin that I took this morning, so you can sort of see the difference from then to now. But for a little refresher for anybody that may have seen that video, these are the products that I bought. So I bought the Everyday Skin Bundle, which has the Strawberry Cleanser, the Strawberry Toner and the Magic Moisturiser. So I'm just going to have a look back on my phone to see the notes I sort of put in there about 4 weeks ago. So yeah, I put the problem areas that I had on my skin was that it was quite dry. I mean, I am combination, but I was more on the dry side, especially because I was using the Paula's Choice exfoliator, and I felt like that was sort of, it was peeling, especially around my nose, and around here I could see dry patches where I was putting on my foundation. Breakouts, I mean, I had quite big blemishes on my skin that I found weren't going down. My skin was quite red as well. And blackheads, I mean I have a problem with blackheads on my nose especially, so I wanted to see if maybe like the toner helped with that. So this is my bare skin. I have just got the cleanser, toner and moisturiser on. So you can see that it still gives that really healthy glow. I still have some blemishes. So I'll start with the cleanser. I really like this cleanser. I mean, usually I go for a cleanser that is creamy and foams, sort of like lathers up into a foam. This is more of a gel and it doesn't lather, so I didn't think that I was going to like it, but I do. I love the smell of it. I love the feel of it on my skin. I mean, because it doesn't lather up, I feel like I'm not cleansing for long enough, so I do sort of take a bit more time with this one to make sure that I am actually sort of cleaning with it properly, because I mean, you know, when you use a foamy one, you can sort of see when it lathers up that you're really working into your skin, and this one you're just sort of rubbing it and nothing's really happening. It's sort of just, well, you know, you can't really see it lathering up, so I just spend a bit more time sort of working it around my face to make sure that I am actually using it properly. But I really like what it does to my skin. It, you know, the first time I used it, I said how fresh my skin felt. It still feels really clean. It doesn't feel tight, and I do feel like it has sort of shrunk any blemishes that I did have. I mean, you know, you would have seen on the video that I would have just put up of my bare skin, I do still have blemishes, so it didn't sort of eradicate my blemishes, but I feel like it has definitely helped with the size of them. They have definitely reduced, and I have noticed sort of here and here I would have tiny little sort of red dots where there may have been little blemishes before. They've gone down or completely gone, so I am really happy with this product. I do have quite a lot left in here, and I mean the way I'm feeling now, as soon as I'm out of it I will buy another one, so I would 100% recommend this. Also, you see okay, so you can see with the toner that I've got about this much left. So I've used about this much in the 4 weeks. I do use it twice a day, or when on the weekend, sort of I'll go to the gym, or I'll take my makeup off where I've done a couple of videos, so I'll sort of cleanse and tone in between that. So maybe sort of 3 times a day on the weekend. But I love this toner as well. It just, as soon as I've sort of cleansed my skin and then I put this toner on the cotton pad and I've put it over my skin, I just feel so clean and my skin just feels so dewy. It just looks really fresh. You know, usually with toners my skin can either burn slightly or it can feel really tight and uncomfortable, and I just want to keep touching my skin when I use Jeffree Star Skin. It's lovely. The only thing that I will say with this is that I was hoping that it would do more for my blackheads. They're still there, so I do hope that in time he comes out with some sort of like mud mask, skin clearing mask thing, or some sort of scrub that will help with that, because you know, for me especially, and other people out there that have sort of quite blemished skin, I mean, that's a product or products that I would appreciate, because not everybody has flawless skin. So that's sort of one thing about this that I wish it would have done for me. And then this moisturiser, so this is the Magic Star moisturiser. So I've used quite a bit of it because it was sort of near the top, wasn't it? And I've sort of dug a big sort of well in there. I really like this moisturiser. I use it morning and night. So in the morning I'll use the cleanser, the toner, then I'll put a face oil on, then I'll use this moisturiser, and then at night I'll do the cleanser, the toner, hyaluronic acid, and then my serum, and then I'll put this on. And I mean, the texture of it is just so bouncy and almost jelly-like, and the smell, it just smells really fresh and has that sort of strawberry hint. I love that it's sort of like a tinted pink colour as well. But in terms of what it's done for my skin, I know that I listed that my skin was quite dry. My skin just, it looks clearer, it feels really soft, and the texture of it, and I do think that it's down to this cream. It's very inexpensive. I think it's about £28, so it's a lot cheaper than some of their sort of Estee Lauder and Charlotte Tilbury creams that I've been using. So when I run out of this, I'll definitely repurchase as well. So I did ask Jake to have a look at my skin to see if he saw a difference in it, because obviously I don't wear makeup to work and I hardly wear makeup here. It's only really when I'm filming or sort of going out and things that I'll put it on. So Jake sees my bare face, I mean, more than anyone really, so I wanted to see if he'd noticed anything as well, just because he, you know, he sees it every day and maybe you don't necessarily notice. But he had a look at my skin and he said that it feels, you know, it looks a lot smoother texture wise, and he said that, you know, he'd noticed quite a few weeks ago I had quite big red blemishes, and he's noticed that my skin isn't as red, and my blemishes aren't as big. You know, some of them have completely gone. I know that I did have a couple up here. They've dramatically shrunk, but they haven't quite gone away. So there is one thing I do want to say about the product. So my first week, my skin was just loving it. It was lapping it up. It was so dewy and soft, and it was just glowing. And then in weeks 2 and 3, I noticed that I had quite a lot of breakouts. I mean, they were like teeny tiny, like pimply spots that would just appear. I mean, I had a couple on my nose, sort of one in my eyebrow, a couple sort of around my face, mostly around here. But, you know, within a few days they'd gone. But then sort of each day I'd notice I'd have maybe 1 or 2 more. So I did notice quite a few breakouts. I mean, my skin does tend to purge whenever I sort of change up my skincare routine. But this, you know, this was quite a lot of breakouts for my skin. I mean, I usually get a few and then they're, you know, they're gone. I'm used to the product, but this was quite a big breakout for me, spanning over the 2 weeks. So I didn't know if it was sort of all the ingredients that were just really new. But I mean, by week 4, you know, I haven't had any more breakouts. So I think that my skin is just sort of used to those ingredients and used to those products. But I will keep using the Jeffree Star Skin until I'm completely used up. I do want to see what it will do for my skin in another 4 weeks because, you know, as I said, my texture's improved. I feel like my skin it looks really smooth. I like what it has done in terms of my blemishes. They have drastically reduced, or, you know, especially on sort of the sides of my cheeks here, they have gone away. Like, for work I don't really wear makeup. I do still have to wear a mask because I work for the NHS. So I just put brows on, I'll put mascara on, obviously do my skincare, and then, you know, I do have to walk to work and back, so I sort of put a little bit of concealer on, just because I was always quite conscious of my blemishes, and I do walk past a lot of the college kids in the morning, going to college and sort of coming back home as well. So I have noticed in the past couple of weeks that I've had less concealer to put on, because usually I'd be like, oh god, there's quite a bit of redness here, let's just sort of put a little bit here and dab some on my spots around my face. But I mean, I've gone to pick up my concealer after my skincare, and I've maybe sort of put concealer here on these two, maybe a few on my chin, and then I've noticed that I haven't had to put anything on my cheeks. Maybe if I've had sort of within the few weeks I had those breakouts where I maybe dabbed a bit on top, but usually I'd be putting a lot more concealer on, so that's something that I've definitely noticed from using Jeffree Star Skin. I will definitely keep you updated. I mean, there are quite a few videos where I sit with no makeup on, where I've sort of done my eyes, so you can usually sort of see the areas of my face anyway, but you know, if I feel like in the next 4 weeks my skin has definitely changed from this video, I'll definitely put another video up so you can see that as well. You know, just because I feel like there are a lot of Jeffree Star reviews out there where people already have such nice skin. I found it hard to try and find somewhere on YouTube where somebody did have quite problematic skin trying out the products, so I'm happy that my video's gone up, that I've shown my face off, and I could show you what it's done to my face after the 4 weeks, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to see what my skin will be like in the next 4 weeks, because what I will say is that I didn't just use those products and that was it. You know, I mean, I use serums, I use oils, and I use hyaluronic acid and things like that, and I mean, I was always going to use those products because I've introduced them into my skincare for a reason. Like, I use retinol twice a week and things like that. I didn't want to cut those out of my skincare routine to use the Jeffree Star, because I'd be using the Jeffree Star alongside them anyway if I wanted to keep them in my routine. So I kept my routine exactly as it was and just added those 3 steps into it. And I mean, I have seen a difference, and I'm going to continue to use up what I have of Jeffree Star and see what my skin looks like in the next 4 weeks, because I think in 4 weeks exactly I'm going to be going on my friend's hen do. I'm not going to want to wear lots of makeup away, so I do really want to see what that does for my skin, and hopefully give me a bit more confidence when I am going away, because I'm not going to want to wear makeup going to the airport really early in the morning and sort of being out in the sun and things. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it has helped you if maybe you were thinking of trying out some Jeffree Star products and you were just sort of watching quite a few reviews. I mean, I have problematic skin. You know, the weather can change, I can scratch my face, hormones, things like that, and that really alters my skin, and I could just get lots of breakouts from that. So trying out Jeffree Star Skin and seeing what that's been like for my skin, I hope that that's helped other people out there as well, to see whether they would like to try out the products. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!